I'm Catherine Mortimer, I'm the head gardener here at Paignton Zoo Environmental Park. We have a duty to promote sustainable uses of resources, and we want to highlight some of the new technology that's coming through into horticulture and into crop production. So this is the verticrop system. It's a type of hydroponic growing system, and you have multiple layers of plants to maximise the space for cultivation. And that means that we've got between 3 and 5 times more cultivation going on in here than you would have in the same floor area. Obviously, the top trays are going to get the maximum light. The lower trays, particularly the bottom ones, are very shaded. But by it moving, that opens up the trays to different angles of sunlight. So this is a hydroponic growing system, which means the plants are growing in a bath of water. This water is changed each time the crop's watered, which allows fresh nutrients and oxygenated water to go in. And you can see the roots emerging from the pots here. These will eventually form a complete mat across the bottom of the tray. This system's great to have in the zoo because we're growing the crops here. They go straight out the same day to the animals. They're not refrigerated at all, so they have all those sugars really intense and really sweet. If an animal's got a nutrient deficiency, rather than giving it chemical-made supplements, we can supplement them directly through their food, which is much less invasive. This is where we find out about the different nutrients, the electrical conductivity levels. That's what controls the mixture of the nutrients. On a day-to-day basis, I'm down here checking on the watering levels, that the temperatures and everything are maintained to the correct levels. And then it's making sure that there's no diseases, and you have to walk through the crops and look and make sure that everything's looking healthy. The sooner you can spot that something's going wrong, the better. The crop that's coming around now is a variety of chard called Bright Lights. I'm quite interested to find out whether the animals respond to the bright colours in the stems. Quite often with the apes you see that they'll go for the carrots and the orange, and I'll be quite interested to see when we feed that, will they respond in the same way because it's a colour stimulant. It's really good to have the ability to grow some unusual crops which are better suited to the animals. I've already had inquiries from the keepers that look after the tapirs. They come from South America, and one of their main staple foods is a plant called the water hyacinth, which is a semi-aquatic plant. You can't buy that, or you can buy it from garden centres. It's about £1 for a little plant. We could grow it on this system in the summer, and we could produce thousands of it, and it's much more akin to their what it is their natural diet in the wild. This is rocket that we're harvesting here, and that's really good for the reptile department. A lot of the tortoises and some of the leaf-eating lizards and things really like the rocket, and it's really palatable and digestible to them. So to harvest, you're just literally snipping the tops of the plants off. Really, it's as fresh as you can get it, which is good for the nutrients that the animals will get. Hydroponics is a great system for growing crops because it optimises the food and water that the plant gets. So rather than the plants drying out in the soil and then having water and then drying it out again, they have a constant level of water and nutrient, which maximises the speed that the crop can grow and maximises the nutrients that are going to be contained within that crop, which is really important for captive animals to have the best food available.